It's Week 3 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Saints, next on Madden NFL 25.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunton. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, you should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They go right back to Singletary. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Wilson, option right. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Trey McBride, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
And a good start out of the gate. 2 games played, teams at 1-1, and he's played about as well as you expect a rookie quarterback to play. But what's been emphasized on the team and by the head coach, everyone else, raise your level around him and help this young man along.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
It's brought in by Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up. The Saints at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. That's out quickly to London. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing now is Daniels. Dancing to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Looking for London on the out route complete. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. First and goal at the 3-yard line. Brown. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 2-yard line. Williams. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jaden Daniels with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. And you look at the Saints defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
That was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Well, this defense for the Saints, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Wilson. That'll be caught by Rice. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here's Wilson. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Singletary is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. A great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Up, they're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
to throw from his end zone. Daniels. Johnson, it's poked free. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. They run here with Singletary. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still second down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal. Now Wilson, option right, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Russell Wilson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that makes the score 14-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Daniels. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Back deep, Marquez Callaway. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here are the Eagles to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Singletary going to get the handoff. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Now it's Wilson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Wilson to throw. Throw left side complete to Harry. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Deep to return is Darius Davis.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
Here's Darius Davis on the return. And the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So he's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll.
To throw is Daniels.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To the air goes Daniels.
Got him in. It's Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Daniels looking to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And here's Matt Araiza now.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
To throw is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Catch is made by Harry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From the shotgun, Wilson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll find Harry on the right side. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Here's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
A final shot before break. Daniels, flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. Jamison Williams, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Joe Flacco, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the... Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's out quickly to London.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Daniels. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They go play action. Daniels.
He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Daniels looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Must get the ball back for us.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 68 yards received.
in the game, and a first down on that last catch as well.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Wilson.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Finding room at midfield.
He's still barreling through. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Wilson. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
We've got an injured player, and that's running back Devin Singletary, who's in some discomfort.
Now it's Wilson. For an Eagles touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll give it here to Brown. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chase Brown, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Moody good with the extra point.
And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Well, the Eagles offense and Russell Wilson headed back onto the field. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He's got this downfield to McBride. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing is Wilson.
That's into the hands of McLaughlin.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter.
Back now here live in New Orleans.
It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Now Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Again, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
McLaughlin will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Looking for London on the out route complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Good for the Saints.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Pushing his way inside the 40. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Daniels.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now Daniels.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Reggie Gilliam
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. They get the conversion, and Jonathan, you only have 2 yards to go. When you think of the toss play, because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. On the handoff, McLaughlin.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels.
Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Buying time to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now 2nd and 4.
Right back to Brown. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Daniels going to try to sneak.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. They run. It's Williams. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter.
So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 1. A little over 40 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Wilson to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Throwing now is Wilson. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Wilson.
Complete. Valdez-Scantling. And he would get to the sideline here, but that, a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
He'll look to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
And he's going to have a first down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock with just under 20 seconds to go.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down.
He's back to throw. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for New Orleans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.